What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. We'll be starting out with this first video titled, Microsoft says new chip will fast-track quantum computing era. Now, I don't know what that means, but supposedly they got some new fancy chips, and it's going to propel us into the future for technology. Again, I don't know what that looks like, but big news, I guess. Then we got a video titled, A New Coronavirus with the Potential to Spread Among Humans Has Been Discovered by Chinese Researchers. They're talking about there's potential for a new plague, new lockdowns. I figure why not? Let's go ahead and see what they're scaring the normies with today. Then we got a video titled, Hochul holds back on removing New York City Mayor Eric Adams, calls for tighter oversight. Now, they've been threatening to pull Eric Adams because he's been red-pilled and he's complying with President Trump and his corrupt compadres. They don't like that, but they're going to ease up off of him. I wonder if President Trump was waving his finger at them or something scared him off. Then we got a video titled, Businesses Put on Notice Over Hiring Illegals, saying stiff penalties. We've been talking about this for weeks, having people like restaurants and places like that who have been hiring illegals going and getting interviewed by the news, talking about how scared and afraid they are because ICE keeps showing up and taking their employees away. But all we've been talking about is how come those people ain't being held accountable for hiring illegals in the first place? Well, it looks like people are going to start looking into that. Then there was a press briefing of sorts earlier today. Enrique Tarrio, which is the leader of the Proud Boys, and other Proud Boys decided to hold a press conference at the Capitol today. It's like an hour and a half. We're not going to show the whole thing. We're just going to show the leader of the Proud Boys speaking. But shortly after, he was arrested. The next video is titled, Former Proud Boys. I don't know why it says former, because he ain't the former leader of shit. He's the leader. He was there doing the press briefing today with a Proud Boys hat on. So I don't know where the former part comes from, but it says former Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio arrested at rally near U.S. Capitol. Now they're claiming he slapped phone out of some woman's hands, or I don't know what he did, but he's going back to jail now. Yay. Fucking stupid shit. Then we got a video titled, Governor Mills and President Trump spar over Maine's compliance with order. President Trump was live earlier today. I didn't know it until like an hour ago, but either way, he was, and he was mixing it up with one of the governors. Then we have some interesting videos here. First one's titled, Chainsaw-Wielding Musk Touts Wild Doge Revelations. Now, obviously, Elon was at CPAC, and he was gifted a chainsaw from some other foreign leader. I can't think of his name, but conservatives seem to like this guy, and he gifted Elon a blinged out chainsaw. Then we got a video titled, We're Like, Wait a Second. Elon Musk discusses his shock while auditing waste and fraud in government. Now this is the less theatrical part of Elon speaking at CPAC. Then we got some more theatrics at CPAC. It's titled Steve Bannon mimics Elon Musk's controversial salute at CPAC. They're claiming that Steve Bannon was doing the Nazi salute at CPAC. Not just once, he did it twice. I don't really think he was doing a Nazi salute. I don't think Elon was doing a Nazi salute, but you know the lefties, you got to find something to cry about. Then the last little bit of the news is titled, Americans Trust Trump to End Russia-Ukraine War, says Caroline Leavitt. There's no actual press briefing today, so I figured this interview with Caroline Leavitt will hold us over until we get another one. Then we will be getting into the fun stuff. Of course, we will be opening today's door of the Advent calendar that Josh1776 sent us. Then our first funny video of the day is titled, Overseas in Connecticut. And then our official funny video of the day is titled, Get 'em Cash. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Russell? What's up, Zero? What's up, GuessMJ? What's up, TomTom? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Josh1776? What's up, Jay Spray? What's up, Musky Boss? What's up, Matt? And what's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. Let me see here. Musky Boss, I love that. Trick the system so you got the American flag. That's awesome. What is up, everyone over on Rumble? Sawdog, you were first today. I appreciate you racing to the chat, Sawdog. What's up, Tony Rez? What's up, Free Thinking Texan? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Spicy K? What's up, Stoner? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on Rumble. Hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page. What's up, Jeb? What's up, Little Irish? Appreciate you hooligans sliding through. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Snooks, I think it's just me and you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Appreciate you being omnipresent, Matt Rogers. What's up, Tony Rich? What's up, Guess Who? What's up, Tori? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom, you hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? Guess you were first over here. My goodness. What's up, to Mafia? What's up, Tacoma? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lenny? Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. What's up, Pam? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Salty Waves? Happy freedom to you. What's up, TT? What's up, Agent O? What's up, Cheeky Chops? What's up, Salty? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Mr. Satan, you are omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Visions? What's up, Blue Crow? Happy freedom. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Make sure we don't forget anybody. What's up, Cinderella? Happy freedom. Thank you for joining us. What's up, Manuel? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Rich? Appreciate you joining us over here. Let me see. Make sure we get everybody. I think we do. What's up, Detroit River? Thank you for being here with us. You hooligans, hit that like button over on the commie platform like a big fuck you to YouTube. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans. Appreciate you. Tony Rich, you're a badass. Thank you. All right, we're going to get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting with this sort of interesting video. We might play these first two back to back because the one's kind of confusing and the second one's really short. So, why not? We'll be starting off with this first video titled Microsoft says new chip will fast track quantum computing era. Now, I don't really know what quantum computing is, and maybe I should, but I don't. Either way, Microsoft's pretty proud of themselves. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick that we have these epic winning t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, dog tags. We even made tumblers in this design. Today I got on the Bars and Stars hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store, so I'll be dropping that link in the chats while we're watching this first video.
Microsoft says it has created a new chip that shows quantum computing is much closer than recently believed. Quantum computers hold the promise of carrying out calculations that would take today's systems millions of years. But the fundamental building block of quantum computers, called a qubit, is extremely difficult to control and prone to errors. Microsoft says its Majorana 1 chip is less prone to those errors than rivals, providing as proof a scientific paper set to be published in academic journal Nature. The chip has been in the works for nearly 2 decades and has a new type of material. This is Microsoft's Chetan Nayak in a video provided by the company.
It's called a topological superconductor, or topoconductor for short. And this is something that people have hypothesized for decades. But no one had really reliably created this in the laboratory or been able to harness it for quantum information processing.
Google last year showed off its own new quantum chip, saying that commercial applications are only 5 years away. IBM said large-scale quantum computers will be online by 2033. Microsoft did not give a timeline for when its chip would be scaled up to quantum computers that can outpace today's machines, but in a blog post, the company said it would be, quote, years, not decades.
All right, like I said, it's kind of confusing because I don't even know what quantum computing is or why we need that. I assume they're going to use it to do something with AI. They claim they're going to do other things like medical kind of things, but I don't really know what quantum computing is. But like I said, Microsoft, they're pretty happy with themselves there. Now, while we're sitting here kind of stewing over that, figuring out what exactly is quantum computing and why does it matter, we're going to get right into this next video. This is a 9-second video. This is just something goofy that I saw, and I figured that it'll make its way to the normies and they will start becoming fearful again. So let me figure if okay, I can do this full screen. We're going to get right into this, and right afterwards we're going to hop in the chat. This is titled, A New Coronavirus with the Potential to Spread Among Humans Has Been Discovered by Chinese Researchers. Like I said, short video, 9 seconds there, telling the normies. That's the Daily Mail, by the way. Telling normies, hey, there's a new virus out there to be really scared of. Potential pandemic coming our way. I don't know. I'm not scared of that shit at all. But I figure if they're going to scare the normies, you should probably know why they're wearing 16 masks next time you go into Walmart. Now you know. Next up, we got Hochul holds back on removing New York City Mayor Eric Adams and calls for a tighter oversight. Now, Hochul was considering removing Mayor Eric Adams because he's been red-pilled and he wants to comply with the federal government and do what he's supposed to do. And like I said, his corrupt compadres, they don't like that stuff. Now, I don't know what happened to change Hochul's mind, because she was dangling Eric Adams' career over the edge of a cliff, but something changed her mind, and now all of a sudden she says she's going to back up off of him. We'll see. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about new plague to be scared of, as well as Microsoft's new quantum computing chipset or whatever they came up with. What's really interesting about the Microsoft stuff is I watched 3 or 4 videos discussing it to try and figure out what's the best video to cover. And in 2 of them, they were saying that they're using different kinds of matter to construct this chip. And they all mention, and it's funny because they don't realize times have changed, but they're saying that this is not one of the 3 laws of matter, right? So when we were all in school, they were telling us that there was 3 laws of matter, right? There's a liquid, solid, and gas. But when I was getting out of school, they were saying there was 4. It was solid, liquid, gas, and then plasma. Kids today are not learning the 3 laws of matter because now they're teaching matter as in vibrations. And so anything in between, right? Slow vibrations is like ice cubes. Fast vibrations is like fire, right? That's how matter exists, is by the vibration of molecules. They do not teach the laws of matter anymore. It's all a spectrum of how fast the molecules are moving. That's what's being taught to kids, is vibrations. So all the news that's covering this quantum computing is they're on old shit. They don't realize that the laws of matter is old stuff that they don't talk about anymore. They've done away with those kinds of teaching. So I firmly feel that nobody knows anything about quantum computing at this point. But either way, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think. Snooks, I do not do math. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the quantum computing. Hair Juicer, quantum computing is wild. The first one was 9 atoms, but could only solve a single addition problem. That's interesting. Here, Juicer, what qualifies as quantum? What is the quantum part of computing? Like, where does that come from? Russell, quantum computing is the next level of computers, very fast. I don't know. My computer's so fast I just click and loads. I mean, it being faster wouldn't matter to me. It's got to be for problem solving, but I've never come across anything that my computer can't handle. So it makes me think, like, what kind of problem solving are you doing? What kind of processing are you doing where you need quantum computers? Like, I could edit 4K videos and it would take seconds for it to be done. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing that they require all that power. You never know, I guess. Tree herder, nothing matters. Nah, that's how I feel about a lot of things. It's really hard to find funny videos of the day when you don't think anything in life is funny anymore. Stoner, yeah, I forgot about the pedos. How can you forget about that? They're out there. No one solved that problem yet. We're still trying to figure out what to do with them. What's up, Tree herder? Happy freedom to you. For the attacks in the... Let's see. That mixed with AI is going to be nuts. Yeah. Yep, they're going to make AI so sophisticated that it's going to trick people into thinking it's sentient. Young people. For the Texan, quantum PC is for like big business or research. Yeah, I figured it was based on research. What's up, Cerebrus? Happy freedom to you. I'll check it out, Cerebrus. Thank you for letting me know. Jules, will this change speed for blockchain? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to apply it to. I know none of us can afford it. You can't just get your hands on a quantum computer. So that's what like makes it so weird to me, because it's already something that the majority of the public does not have a quantum computer at home. So having a new quantum computer, like, what does that do? You know, I don't even know what they're doing with the old stuff. What's up, Sweeten? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Danny River? Happy freedom. Rivera, happy freedom to you. Skynet, yeah, maybe that's what it is. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Chat Litter? Cash Patel's being sworn in by JD Vance. Awesome. What's up, Mr. Dude? Happy freedom. Quantum computing breaks encryption. That's an interesting thing. I never thought about it being applied like that. What's up, Magic Micah? What's up, Vinny C? Happy freedom. AI is getting annoying. Fake videos about cute pets going inside the pyramid and fake people. Yeah, Magic Micah. Yeah, I'm annoyed with AI too. All commercials are AI at this point. I'm seeing fake videos of flowers and trees. You know, people go out and they take pictures of nature. Well, they're too lazy to do that now. So they just have images generated with Grok and stuff like that. They're too lazy to even go outside and take a picture of the swing set. No, they're going to have AI create it. Pinterest, I guess, is plagued with AI photos now. I think AI photos are going to kill Pinterest. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Tony Rich, science. Yes, trust the science. What's up, Deep South Jody? Happy freedom to you. Jeb, I'm one step above flip phones. I want to go back to a flip phone. What's up, Live Like? Happy freedom to you. Have you guys seen the new Razors? Motorola came out with the Razors again. Like back when flip phones was all we had, before we had touchscreen phones, everybody had a Razor and they thought they were super cool. Motorola came out with new Razors where they got touchscreens, but it's still a flip phone. I was thinking about getting one. It's not, I don't know. I've never come across a phone that's better than the phone I got. And so it's hard for me to get away from Xiaomi. They're just better than all other phones. And they're cheaper. Anyways, we'll go ahead and move forward here. This next one's titled, Hochul holds back on removing New York City Mayor Eric Adams and calls for tighter oversight. Now, I don't know what scared her into changing her mind, but something did. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick. If you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. An update here on New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Hit that like button if you got a like button, and let's get into this.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams will get to keep his job. New York Governor Kathy Hochul had threatened to remove him before the Justice Department dropped all the corruption charges against him. Now Hochul says she does plan to impose new guardrails on his administration.
Really short video there because there was absolutely no news today, so I had to pick scraps in order to get anything to talk about. But we've been staying up to date with New York City Mayor Eric Adams, from him being raided and his staff being raided by Fed boys claiming that he was receiving funds from the Turkish government. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. We'll never know because they dropped the charges. Now, they did drop the charges without prejudice, meaning that they can bring them back whenever they want to. But I did come across an article saying that a judge had made it so it was impossible to bring the charges back. Now, I didn't read into the article to be able to figure out why that is or if it's clickbait. And most articles are written by AI these days. So I just said I'd just skip over it. But either way, we already know the charges are being dropped, at least for now. And since that's been going on, Hochul has been kind of floating the idea that they're going to pull Eric Adams and that they're going to appoint somebody else to be in his spot. Now it seems that their mind has been changed. Mayor Eric Adams is going to be able to continue doing what he's doing, but what I don't understand is what changed. What changed? Because for the last week, she's been floating that idea, and protesters have been outside crying about Mayor Eric Adams, saying that he's been compromised and that he is, and they literally said this, that he is being held hostage by the President of the United States, and that was part of why they wanted him to be pulled. What changed? Why are they rolling back now? Something must have happened, but they're not saying that part out loud. Next up, businesses put on notice over hiring illegals with the caption, stiff penalties. We've been talking about this for weeks now, especially since the ICE raids have happened. Why are people crying about their staff being pulled by ICE instead of them being held accountable for hiring illegals and committing tax fraud? because that's what they're doing. When you're paying people under the table, you're breaking tax laws. So instead of crying on your little interview with ABC, how come you're not being hit with fines or going to prison for hiring illegals? Well, there wasn't any answers until now. Apparently, people are going to start looking into that, and businesses have been put on notice over hiring illegals. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this situation with Mayor Eric Adams. TomTom monitoring us. Imagine it will be used for data collection from places like Facebook, X, Insta, TikTok to help with AI. It could be. Definitely could be. I was wondering because they were talking about making the IRS digital. They were talking about that a couple years ago. Instead of having people doing the IRS, they would just put it in a computer system. I wonder if they're going to use this technology as a way to try and govern us. Jab, what is the talk that I'm hearing about people not buying things on the 28th? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. Anytime I hear stuff like that, it turns into a big ball of nothing. Nothing ever happens. It's just like, I don't know, like protests and stuff like that. Anytime the right side decides to do something, it falls through. You'll see people drinking Bud Light at this point. I mean, I don't know. I never give any attention to that because it never turns into anything. What's up, Whistler's wife? Happy freedom to you. Free the Gatex and the new razors look dope. They do look pretty cool. Stoner, I'm gonna use my dog's check on the quantum chips. Will you let us know how it goes? I'm gonna have to Google quantum computing and get an education overnight, so tomorrow I know more about it. Cerebrus, biggest use of quantum computers is encryption. Think defense or nuclear sites and surveillance. Yeah, Cerebrus. That's what I was just saying. I bet they use that kind of technology to govern over us. What's up, guess who? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Skulls? Happy freedom. The left is calling for no purchase on the 28th. Nah, it'll fall through. What is your name? What's up, Grifter? Happy freedom to you. Businesses need to understand the issues hiring illegals, but we go to honest, too many Americans don't want to work. There's enough Americans who want to work to fill the job space. I hear the same thing about like who's going to pick the crops. Like, what do you mean? There's billions of us just sitting on their ass. Like, what do you mean? There's plenty of people to pick the crops. And they're like, yeah, but they don't want to. Starving is pretty good motivation. It is. When you're hungry or you don't have gas or you can't take your kids to school, getting a job starts looking real appealing. Matt Rogers said it means go shopping on the 28th. Let's see what the 28th is. The 28th is a Friday. Everybody's going to be shopping on Friday. Like, people spend money on Friday. They get paid on Friday. The left is going to have a hard time with that. Russell, well, I'm going to buy something on the 28th. I imagine I will too. Guess if the left doesn't purchase, drug dealers will go broke. I mean, that's true. That's true. Somebody's got to smoke the meth. It's not our fault that the lefties love it. What's up, Mary Todd? Happy freedom to you. Stoner, I won't buy the gay beer. I don't buy the gay beer either. But some people, they just blindly follow. Stoner, the left's EBT is usually used up by then anyway. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Mordrina? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Home? Happy freedom. Where are you guys seeing all this whole deal with the left saying not buying anything on the 28th? I probably shouldn't say that on the live. Looking intensely for news for the last 3 hours. I bet you I watched more than 100 videos that were dog shit before I got the schedule complete. I didn't see anything about the 28th though. Anyways, we'll go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, this next one's titled Businesses Put on Notice Over Hiring Illegals, Saying Stiff Penalties.
So let's talk about illegal immigration. We know.
Come on, thing. YouTube's been sucking ass lately. I feel like you gotta click on things 3, 4, 5 times to make it work. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube because those likes are way too low. And let's go ahead and get into this.
So let's talk about illegal immigration. We know the numbers at the border are astronomically down. We know that the number of Border Patrol now outnumber the number of illegal border crossers. So the big focus on ICE, and they're going to start in Los Angeles this weekend for the first time. They're telegraphing, but I think they know what they're doing, is to get illegal criminals out. The question is now, when it comes to businesses, how do you clamp down on them to get more Americans in the job market? And that's one message was E-Verify. The other is individual states and cities coming down with some type of penalties should you knowingly hire an illegal immigrant.
So this is what Montana is saying.
Montana is warning business owners, and they're saying if you intentionally hire illegals, you could face major consequences. It's a new proposal in the state legislature, and they are arguing that hiring illegals actually harms the American worker because they're taking Americans' jobs. And if you violate the law, you lose your license. It allows the AG and the county attorneys it allows them to have the money to make sure the law is followed. And it also allows people who are negatively impacted by hiring illegals to sue.
So this is what the lawmakers are saying. They're saying having employers that are knowingly coming in and bringing in illegal aliens who they know should not be in our country, and they know they should not be hiring them, and they're intentionally doing that. There needs to be stiff penalties. 4 years from now, we might be sitting in a situation where we have a Democrat president that is going to completely undo Trump's border policy and bring back Biden's border policy. You know, I think about that sometimes. I do feel sorry for some of the illegals that they were lied to from the Biden administration. They told them that they can come into this country and they can just get all these jobs, that it was okay for them to stay. But that's not true. We have laws on the books. And now what we have is a president that's saying, we're going to enforce those laws. He's not making any new laws. He's just enforcing every single thing that was on the books before. And as a result, you see the cartel is finally on the run. That hasn't happened in decades.
Right. MS-13 has been declared a terror organization.
Yep, Trinidad Agua.
TDA is same thing. And that allows us to go after them the way we'd go after Al-Qaeda and ISIS, which is fascinating. It gets them on the run. And now we got some cooperation with the Mexican military. So I think right now you're seeing massive law enforcement. And I think fundamentally they'll be, in 2 years, I think we'll be on this couch, talking about work visas, because we need workers in this country. We just need to organize the situation.
The president said he wants
taxes
that.
into it, yeah. And then, of course, keeping our first-round draft picks from Stanford and the University of Pennsylvania here rather than send them back to their countries.
We live in New York. There are a lot of people here on work visas, but they did it the right way.
Absolutely.
They came in. We have their paperwork. They are paying taxes, and there are a lot of families that need them to work for them, but they're doing it the right way. Now.
All right, talking about stiff penalties for businesses hiring illegals. Obviously, these people should be thrown in prison. It's tax evasion and everything else. They need to be held accountable. And I'm sick and tired of covering videos where we're seeing restaurant owners and store owners where they're crying and talking about how scared of ICE they are. And now their whole staff is being deported back to El Salvador or wherever. And now they don't have anybody to work Friday night. And, oh, man, that really sucks. And then that's it. And they're crying about it. Instead of being crying about it, they should be worried about court fees, hiring an attorney. That shit is expensive, and they could take your freedom away from you for making bad choices. Obviously, these people have never done a day in jail because I spend my time with my eyes open worried about going fucking jail because I hate jail. But these people, you know, they just think life's all sunshine and rainbows and stuff. What a bunch of idiots. Either way, they need to be held accountable for trying to hire illegals. They should go after Tyson. That's what they should do, because Tyson just fired all their American workers, moved their shop to some different state, pretty much just damning whatever the city was where the Tyson used to be, because that used to fund the entire town. Now they're gone. That town's going to suffer. They went somewhere else, and now they're talking about replacing their entire staff with illegals to give them opportunities that they don't have access to. Okay, we'll go shut Tyson down then, because they're out there employing illegals. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, but I did look up this whole 28th on the, don't make a purchase on the 28th. Apparently the lefties think that, well, this post here says, I have recently been seeing posts about the upcoming boycott against companies complying with the new DEI mandate. February 28th is a full day of no buying at all. I hope conservatives will fight back. I don't know. The lefties don't hardly have any money, so, I mean, they ain't buying shit anyways. But apparently that's what the controversy is over. Stupid DEI stuff. And so they're not going to spend any money because companies are getting rid of their DEI programs. I'm not even going to remember this shit by Friday. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem that big of a deal. I'm surprised so many of you had seen that. Anyways, next up we have 2 videos with the Proud Boys leader, Enrique Tarrio. First one is Enrique and Tarrio hold a press conference at the Capitol. And then the next video is former Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio arrested at rally near the U.S. Capitol. Now, he's not a former Proud Boy. I don't know why they keep saying that. He's wearing Proud Boy merch. He was at the Capitol today speaking and being surrounded by all the Proud Boys. What part of his situation makes him the former leader? I don't understand that. Did he just step down? He was just there hanging out with the boys? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But either way, he's been arrested. I think he's getting assault charges or something, but all of that's coming up next. First, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this goofy situation on the 28th, as well as businesses being held accountable for hiring illegals. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy Freedom. Zero. It is Friday. I know it's Friday. I don't know what you're telling me, Zero. Jay Spray was a big deal in Apple County. I don't know what that is. 20 years ago, you would lose your business. Oh, you would lose your business for hiring illegals? Yeah, well, it should be that way. Russell, Mike Tyson does not hire illegals. No, Tyson Food does. And they own so much stuff that you couldn't boycott Tyson. There's no way to do it. Zero. Indiana passed a law yesterday making it illegal to hire illegals. I hate everything that's going on because we're making redundant laws. It's already illegal to hire illegals. Like, that's already, if you cannot hand your employees a W-2 and they're not a private contractor, meaning they get a 1099, they're illegal. And you can't, like, illegal used to mean that you were breaking the law. Like, it wasn't like a catchy term or a phrase or anything. It's already illegal. So that sucks that we have states passing laws for something that's already illegal. We don't need more red tape in America. We need accountability. We need the laws we already have to be enforced. It reminds me of the stupid gun laws that they pass. It's like some asshole gets a firearm illegally and goes into a gun-free zone and kills everybody. Every step of the way, he broke the law. So what's the answer? Passing more laws? That doesn't make any sense, but that seems to be what we do. I don't know. That stuff just weighs me down how dumb everyone is. It just fucking makes me crazy. I spent my whole childhood feeling like I was the dumbest kid in the classroom. Now I'm an adult, and it's like nobody knows how to drive or spend money or do a good job at whatever it is they do in life. They beat their kids or they don't raise them at all, and it's just like, holy shit, I've never felt like the smartest person in the world until I became an adult. Snugs, businesses should be held accountable? Absolutely. Non-woke, put an ICE agent in front of every Home Depot. Do they only hang out in front of Home Depot? As Lowe's get that kind of stigma as well? Jeb, illegals really messed up the construction business around here. It's hard to bid against them. Yeah, it sucks when you're bidding on jobs and stuff because they don't care about quality. They just care about that price. The DOT here is like that too. You could offer a fantastic service that will make the roads better permanently, and they'll still choose the cheapest crew that'll leave big old potholes in a month and stuff like that. I don't know. Bidding on jobs is a joke. What's up, System? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Non-Woke? Happy freedom to you. Zero, exactly. Stupid laws. But then again, we all thought the eagle was the official bird. Well, yeah, but hiring illegals isn't the same thing. That's always been illegal. That's why they call it getting paid under the table. It's under the table because it's unofficial. Because if anybody officially found out you were doing unofficial business, your ass would be going to prison. That's why. It's not the same thing. The eagle not being the official bird is like semantics, because even now it is the official bird, really doesn't mean anything. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. It just wasn't official. Hiring illegals has been illegal. So the redundancy is a problem, but it's, oh well. J-Spray M. sucks. They do suck. Jesus loves his guest some. I can't read that out loud until tomorrow, but that's hilarious. What's up, Santamp? Happy freedom to you. Santamp, everyone, let's see. My wife just noticed your watch on your right hand. Are you a lefty? Just kidding. Are you a southpaw? Yes, I am a southpaw, and I'm left-handed. And yes, I have my watch on my right arm because my left hand is my active one, and I will ruin the face of this $350 watch if I wear it on my left hand. And I'll press all the damn buttons because all the buttons are on the side. So if I lift my wrist, I press the buttons on the watch. Paying attention to those details. I've been wearing a watch on and off for over a year, and you're the first one to ever say anything about it. It's funny because sometimes I leave all kinds of subliminal messaging and nobody ever picks up on it. Home, Kash Patel has been confirmed. Or he's, what do they call it? He's been sworn in. He's official now. It's badass. So where's those Epstein documents? tell him get off his ass. Go out there and go get those Epstein documents. Bring them out to us. What's up, Garrett? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island, the Orange Eagle is having to sign in laws that were dropped by old man Walter. Yeah, that's true. He was talking about that last night when we were covering him live for the governor's dinner thing. He was talking about how he wishes he could just sign one EO to just undo all of Biden's stuff, but he's not able to. He was supposed to be signing executive orders today at like 3 or 3:30, but that never happened. I wasn't even going to bring it up because I'm tired of bitching about it every day about the White House media team just being terrible. I hate to say it, but Biden's media team was better than Trump's media team. And same thing with website design. It was better under Biden. I hate saying that, but it's true. And people get mad because I'm so honest, but I'm a realist, not a Republican. So it's like, I don't know. People can't handle the honesty, but that's the reality of the situation. It pisses me off that they're doing a shit job at the White House when it comes to the media. They're doing great on everything else. But telling the public about the executive orders, showing us when it's actually happening, and giving us a schedule of when we can actually pay attention to the media coming out of the White House, they're doing dog shit. Never seen anything so terrible as what's going on now. And people always want to claim it's about security. Well, then where's the security when he's meeting a foreign leader? Because that goes live right on time. Or he's meeting a foreign leader at where the fireplace is, where everyone's always trying to guess, talking shit about the fireplace in the background. They have no problem telling us when it's going to happen, showing up on time, showing us the entire thing live. They go out to the stateroom where they hold the meetings, where they're taking questions from the press, where they got President Trump at a podium and a foreign leader at another podium. They tell us the schedule. They show up on time. They show us the entire thing. He goes into the Oval Office and it's a big fucking secret for 5 hours. That doesn't make any sense. And then we got random news companies putting out a pre-recorded video of him signing EOs from some point earlier in the day, and nobody can validate if it's real or not because it's not coming from an official source. It's coming from Fox or it's coming from Newsmax, but it's not coming from the White House. So then people question its authenticity. And then half the time we don't even know what the executive orders are. Well, that looks suspicious. That looks like he's trying to be deceitful. Now, I don't think he's being deceitful, but you need to think about this the way that normies are. Right? The normies are out here in a world where they do not pay attention to the news. The blue news is always barking about Orange Man bad. Orange Man's team's not lifting a finger to do anything about transparency when it comes from media from the White House. So you got normies in a world where the blue team's constantly damning and demonizing the Orange Eagle. The Orange Eagle's team is not doing shit for transparency, so it just looks like he's being deceitful. We get another month of this shit, and people are going to start turning their backs on him because it looks like he's deceiving us. Now, people who are paying attention, who watch the news every day, we know what he's doing. We see him every day. We hear him speak 3 times a day. But for everybody else who's out there not with their eyes glued to the news, they're going to start feeling like he's doing something shady. And I'm not even going to be able to blame him because the White House media team is sucking ass right now. And I just don't know where it's like, why? Why? We got the resources. I wish they would just hit me up on an email. I'd come fix their problems. I'm so tired of the bullshit. Anyways. Reading through a little bit more and we're going to get on to the Proud Boys. Matt Rogers, now everyone's going to be looking for a secret message. Yeah, that's all right. I don't have any secret messages today. When I had the shelves behind me, sometimes I would move stuff around or I'd put like little stickers up and stuff, but nobody ever caught on to that. What's up, Arthur? Happy freedom to you. System surprised me. A businessman as a president and low on marketing. Yeah. Well, and I'm not blaming President Trump. It's not like President Trump is the press. You know, it's not his fault. But I wonder if he's not aware of what this even looks like. Like, you know, whoever's in charge of media, they need to do better. That's like the White House put out on Twitter something like something ASMR, Patriot ASMR or something like that, and it's just a silent video of illegals being packaged up and sent away. Why do that? Just to piss off the lefties. Well, that's great. I'm glad you got time to make stupid videos like that, but you can't tell us when the Orange Eagle's signing executive orders. That, like, I don't get that, and I don't think there's enough outrage about it. There should be more people pissed off than just me. What's up, Randy? Happy freedom. Randy, can I ask you a question? If the checks go out for people, is it just the federal taxpayers or property taxpayers? Also, I don't know yet. Wish my grandmother gets one for a property taxpayer. Randy, as far as I know, all Americans would get those checks. I don't think we're actually going to get them. I don't think that I don't think that they were legitimately being serious about giving us checks. It's a may, could, might situation. They may do this. They could do this. They might do this. Nobody actually said that they're going to do it. And we were talking about that yesterday, about how it's not even fair. Because if they send all Americans their $5,000 checks, what about the people that don't pay taxes? Or what about prisoners and inmates who haven't had jobs in years? Why do they get a $5,000 check? Also, is it going to be taxed? President Trump keeps referring to it as a dividend. If it's a dividend, it'll be taxed. So you won't even get the whole $5K, or you'll get the $5K, but then you'll owe money at the beginning of the next year. So it's really murky water right now, and we're all just kind of waiting to see what's happening. But there's a lot of people with their hands out waiting for this check, but I'm not one of them. Corn Pop, he never said he was. He said they were thinking about it. Yeah. Tony Rich, I wonder if I'll remember to buy anything next Friday. I don't know. A lot of people get paid on Friday, so I feel like most people spend money on Friday. I have to buy food every day because I don't trust it sitting in the fridge because I'm just weird about food. So I'll be making purchases on Friday. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom to you. Zero, fix the infrastructure first. Yeah. Well, and that's another thing is there was a plane crash in Canada or whatever, and the lefties are blaming Trump. They're saying, oh, well, you fired the DEI hires and now planes are crashing. What does that have to do with Canada? And so, I don't know. People are going to be mad. People are just going to be mad. I'm starting to become numb to it. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward. Like I said, we're going to play these next two back-to-back. Has to do with the Proud Boys. First one is a press conference with Enrique Tarrio and the Proud Boys. This is like an hour and a half long. We're not going to watch the whole thing. We're going to watch about 4 minutes of it. and it's Enrique Tarrio speaking at this press conference. Then the second video is, and it says former Proud Boys leader, but there's nothing convincing me that he's a former Proud Boys leader. So we're just going to go with Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio arrested at a rally near the U.S. Capitol. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick that my birthday is coming up. So if you'd like to send me something for my birthday, we will be doing a birthday unboxing on March 11th. I just lost my hearing in my left ear. So you are welcome to use the wish list link or the P.O. Box link if you would like to send me something for my birthday and be a part of the birthday unboxing. Anything I receive between now and March 11th will be held. And like I said, March 11th, we will be holding the birthday unboxing on my birthday. So here's the links if you would like to check out the wish list or if you would like to get the P.O. Box address and send me something of your choosing. All right, there you go. Now let's go ahead and get into this. Like I said, this first one is a press conference held by the Proud Boys, including Enrique Tarrio, which was, and I believe still is, the leader of the Proud Boys. Now, once again, we're only going to cover like 4 minutes of this. Let me figure it out right here. All right, hooligans, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
No man left behind.
So I prepared these words beforehand. My name's Enrique Tarrio, and I stand before you today, a man who was held captive in the American justice system for 1,050 days. A number that pales in comparison to the true suffering of those who stand with me here today. We gather at the base of the Capitol building, a place where peaceful protesters were fired upon by the very people sworn to protect us. A place where a spontaneous event was branded as a riot, orchestrated by none other than the government itself. They accused us, the Proud Boys, of planning a coup, a lie perpetrated by the Biden regime to destroy our lives, to silence our voices, and to break our spirits. My mother and my wife, they cried. They suffered for 3 years. They felt the weight of the injustice of a regime that sought to break us for nothing more than standing up for what we believe in. They put us in cages, not for a crime, but for political gain. We were tortured, not just in body, but in our spirit. Our families, harassed. Our doors, kicked down. Shattered by men in uniform with no respect for the sanctity of our lives. This had never been done before, not in the history of the justice system and in America as we know it. But this isn't about me, it's about all of us.
Amen. All right.
The men and women who stood up to protest a corrupt election, the men and women who were targeted, persecuted, and imprisoned by a government that sought to erase us. Look around me. Those of us standing in unity, some of us, with world-class military history, had their VA benefits taken away. For some of us, years of our lives were stolen. This was devastating, but what's worse than losing years of your life? Losing your life entirely.
Right.
This building behind me, the Capitol, is a murder scene. The souls of the brave men and women who gave it all on January 6th, and I'm going to say their names. Ashley Babbitt.
God rest Ashley Babbitt.
Roseanne Boyland.
God bless Roseanne.
Benjamin Phillips.
God bless Benjamin.
And Kevin Greason will never be forgotten.
Right.
Despite the sinister intentions of a corrupt system, we will not let their deaths be in vain. We are here today to remember them and to honor them. We will not allow the government to rewrite history. We will not allow them to control the narrative. We will not stand idly by our brothers and sisters are crushed under the weight of tyranny. The government overplayed their hands. They thought we would break. They thought we would fail. But look at us now. My mother, my wife, they suffered for 3 years. And those who made them suffer will pay.
Yeah.
Let me be clear. I'm not talking about violent retribution. I'm talking about something much more powerful. Accountability and the rule of law.
Yep, exactly.
That is why today we are announcing a lawsuit against the DOJ.
Yeah!
for their murders, their lies, and the endless suffering they have put us through. And make no mistake, we will not be asking the public for funding. With the success of our crypto initiatives and the Proud Coin, we now have the means to fight this battle without relying on anyone else. This is a tool of power, a tool of self-sufficiency, and a tool that will help fund the lawsuit that will bring justice for all. This fight is not only over, it's only begun. We will hold those responsible to account, and we will never stop fighting for the truth, for liberty, and for justice. Hoorah! And now, to talk further about the powerful tool that helped us take this fight to the next level, I'd like to invite Ethan Nordine to speak more about the monetary vehicle we've created through the success of the Proud Coin and our innovative approach to crypto. We're no longer bound by the constraints of traditional funding. With this new tool, we have the resources to keep pushing forward and to make sure justice is served. Please join me in welcoming Ethan to share more about this incredible step we have taken for accountability. Thank you. God bless.
Okay, so there is what I guess is the former leader of the Proud Boys. And I can't ever say his name because I always get corrected on it, so we're just going to go with that, the leader of the Proud Boys. So anyways, he's there talking about how they're starting a lawsuit. Apparently they started their own cryptocurrency called Proud Coin. Now, I know you guys aren't really big fans of crypto, but either way, they're saying that they're going to use the Proud Coin funding to be able to carry out this lawsuit. Now, things switched gears really quickly there. As we get into this next video, it's titled Former Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio, or however you say his name, has been arrested at the rally near the U.S. Capitol. So they gave the little speech there. And then I don't know what the interaction was, but apparently he's being accused of slapping the phone out of some woman's hands. You're going to hear her talking shit as he's being arrested. But either way, this happened shortly after the speech.
Come on, Enrique Tarrio is getting arrested. Back up.
You can't just touch people. You can't just touch people. You don't get to just put your hands on people. You don't get to come here and do whatever you want. You just assaulted me, and now you're getting arrested. Good fucking job, you idiot. You pathetic piece of Good job. You just assaulted me. Yeah, where's your mom? Where's Dooney? Back up.
All right, so like I said, that's the Proud Boys leader being arrested after giving his speech there. From the gossip, it sounds like I said, somebody was most likely sticking their phone in his face. He slapped the phone out of their hand. That's assault. Now, what that person could have done, which really would have got him in some trouble, is they could have said that they were fearful for their life and they were calling 911 when he slapped the phone out of their hands, and that would have turned into a federal crime. So you got to be wary about slapping the phone out of people's hands because they made a whole bunch of federal laws against it. Now, I don't think he's being charged federally. I think he's getting an assault charge, which in most cases is up to 90 days in jail and $500 in fines. In D.C., they might behead you. I have no idea what the consequences are in D.C. D.C. is like that's like a third world country. But either way, that all happened earlier today there. Next up, we have Governor Mills and President Trump spar over Maine's compliance with order. Now, this has to do with dudes playing in women's sports. And I guess in Maine, they want to keep dudes in women's sports. Now, President Trump calls this person out in front of God and everybody because they were live earlier today. Of course, I didn't know about it until right before I started the live, which it had been over for like 4 hours at that point. But either way, we got a clip of it. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you Hooligans think about the Proud Boy leader, them having Proud Coin, them having filing a lawsuit against the government, as well as Enrique being arrested on possible assault charges. Guess some Proud Boys are the only group that Antifa feared. Yeah. They're the only ones actually trying to go after Antifa. Jay Spray, this Hispanic fellow sounds like he's a white supremacist. That's what they say. We found that out during Roe vs. Wade when they were all out there crying in front of the Capitol. They said that you don't have to be white to be a white supremacist. You're just moving along the white agenda. Okay. All right. Yeah, some Proud Boys are targeted while Antifa, NMAC, and NBP were allowed to terrorize. Yep. Well, it's like, look at the pro-Hamas protesters. They're out there spray painting the Capitol and everything else, and nobody does anything about that. They took down American flags to put up Palestine flags. Nobody did anything about that. Guess Tarrio stepped down as national chairman of the Proud Boys in September 2021. So I guess that's why they're saying former leader, but I don't know. I'm not going to read that out loud. You guys crack me up. Jab, I'm glad somebody's doing something about the J6 stuff. Yeah. Yep. I know. President Trump has mentioned Ashley Babbitt's name before, but it's been a long time, and I wonder if he's going to do anything about the whole J6 situation. Obviously, Ashley Babbitt didn't deserve to be gunned down in front of everybody like she was, so I wonder if President Trump's going to do anything about that. What's up, Justin Sane? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly, not taking 4 years at Tifa. I'm just not going to do it. Trump best pull out his tampon and handle Tifa right. We'll see how it goes. He was dealing with Tifa when they were in DC and all of that, but the ones that were in Portland and Seattle and California and Chicago and New York and Louisville, Kentucky, and all those hot spots that we covered pretty much every day when that stuff was going on, he offered to do something about it, but those governors and mayors, they loved it. They were eating it up. Ted Wheeler was out there hanging out with the protesters when there was 1,000 Antifa setting fire to the Justice Center, and they were hanging out in the park across the street. The mayor, he's out there getting pepper sprayed with him because he thought it was such a good idea. So President Trump was like, well, I can't do anything about it. I can offer help to the states, but if they don't take it, I can't force my way on them. Otherwise, it becomes a tyrannical government situation. So we'll see how it goes. But there's a lot of people who didn't want to vote for President Trump because they didn't want the protests to happen. Now, President Trump doesn't cause the protests. He doesn't tell them to go out there and protest. But during the election, there was a lot of people saying they didn't want to vote for Trump just because of Antifa, just because they didn't want those problems to kick off. And the way things are looking, it looks like they are going to be kicking off. Now, I don't think it's going to be lockdown George Floyd level riots. I think they will get spicy over the summer, but I don't think it's going to be anything like the George Floyd days. What's up, Information Warlord? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly and none of them are in jail. Yeah, Antifa never goes to jail. There's a couple of them that Andy No covers that actually end up in jail, but they never get the time they deserve. Jeb, Antifa needs to spend a little time in Guantanamo Bay. Well, they need to be declared terrorists because that's what they are. They behave like terrorists. They act like terrorists. They support terrorism, right? They're pro-Hamas. So it's like they need to be just declared terrorists. Here, Juicer, I was screaming and cussing, so my coworker came to check on me. Hey, man, at least you're not Nancy Pelosi's gynecologist. That's a real friend there, Here, Juicer. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom to you. Rappy, President Trump should get some justice for Ashley Babbitt's family. I agree. And he spoke about it before, but it's just been a while. And he's a busy guy, so I'm not saying he forgot all about them, but it would be nice to see something in that direction. What's up, Viola? Happy freedom to you. Garlic Press, Scum Tifa. Yeah. Yes, they are. Bunch of meth heads smelling like shit and causing havoc while nobody does anything about it, and the Proud Boys are restricted from doing anything about it. What's up, Mav? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Extra Bill? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mac? Yeah, Extra Bill. Yep, we're on the same page. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom. Sounds good, Visions. Rigetti, he's a snitch. You think Enrique is a snitch because they were saying that he was an FBI informant when he was arrested on J6? See, I brought that up when he got pardoned, but it's weird that that's never come back. I don't know if it got debunked or what happened, but they were saying that he was a federal informant. He was arrested. He got out, and nobody talked about him being an informant anymore. So I don't know what happened. What's up, Andrea? Happy freedom to you. She was probably a plant. Yeah. Well, obviously they were there looking to cause problems, right? You could hear the whistling and howling and stuff in the background. And then as he's getting arrested, she's out there dogging him. No regular person does that. Like if you've ever had to call the police because somebody is trying to be shitty to you or they did something to you, and nobody calls the police because they want to, right? And so when you're in a situation like that, you let the police handle it. Otherwise, you can get in trouble yourself for escalating things. And that's all that woman was doing. Oh, you think you just come here and do whatever you want? You just assaulted me, blah, 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 blah. If he assaulted you, then why are you running your mouth? If you're so scared, if you're too scared to fight back, and he slapped the phone out of your hand and you stood there like a fucking idiot, well, why are you doing all this barking now? You're not tough. You're not even kind of tough. And so that's how you know that they're a fire starter. They were there to cause problems. Otherwise, they'd have mixed it up, and then that would have been that. Them calling the Capitol Police over and having him arrested on assault charges is because that was the whole plan anyways. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom to you. Karen alert? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That was all done strategically. Tactical, sign of age, hearing loss. Yeah, no, I think somebody was talking shit about me. I was hearing ringing in my left ear. Over the tinnitus. Guess snitches seldomly get 22 years. I dispute it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if he was narking for the feds, they wouldn't have gave him 22 years. Rigetti, you got the official documents of him being an informant? That's interesting. Thanks, Visions. I'll check it after the live. What's up, Liberty Sweetheart? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. Yeah, I can't wait for Cash Patel to get to work. It's going to be awesome. For the attacks, I know tons of women that get big when there's someone fighting their battle. You gotta stay away from the women. Free thinking Texan, those sound like trashy women. I don't know. They got the upper hand. You know, if a woman cries, somebody's going to jail. If a man cries, they get slapped and struck down in front of everybody and made fun of. There's no equality here. Not at all. What's up, Kelly? Happy freedom to you. Extra Bill, you are totally omnipresent. I appreciate you. All right, hooligans, we're going to move into this next one. Like I said, Governor Mills or Millis, I don't know what it is, the Texas too damn small. Governor somebody, which I believe is Maine's governor, and President Trump spar over Maine's compliance with order. Now, like I said, Maine, they want to keep dudes in women's sports. That's against federal law. President Trump calls this woman out, I'm pretty sure it's a woman, in front of everybody, in front of the whole room during the live, and mixes it up with her. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
The NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all.
Hold on a second. I forgot. This video is doubled up. Whoever posted this, I'll have to figure out who it is. They tried to do something slimy in here. They posted the video twice in a single clip. It actually starts right here. My bad.
I mean, the women, if you watch the Olympics, you had two transitioned people that were fighting in the women's boxing. They have women's boxing category. And if you saw that, it was brutal. What happened to the Italian woman was a really good boxer. After one punch, she said, no, no, no more, no more. I've never been hit. It was a left. It was not even it was just a left jab. She got hit so hard, she said, I can't do it. They forced her to go out. No, go out again. You'll do it. Goes out again, gets hit again. No, no, that's it. She didn't want to die, and it's crazy, but the NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
President Trump smoking in front of everybody. Love that. Love that. Sound like it was a good dinner. Or a good breakfast, I guess, because it was early as shit today. Either way, we'll see how that turns out. It would be hilarious if they actually try and take President Trump to court. I don't know what legs they have to stand on, trying to stand against the federal government, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Next up, chainsaw-wielding Musk touts wild Doge revelations. We actually got a couple clips here from CPAC. It's all coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump smoking the governor of Maine in front of everybody over Maine allowing dudes to be in women's sports. 10-man boss man doing work. That's right. Sam, he's on fire. He is. Jay Spray, no one in Antifa could even afford a pallet of bricks. That's true. That is true. Jeb, let her have it. Yeah, she wants it. Give it to her. Free through texting, Trump ain't fucking around. Nah, he's going all out. It's his last term. He doesn't have to worry about being reelected. Jeb, he doesn't hold anything back anymore. Yeah, I like it. I like that he just is upfront about everything. Non-woke, has the Democratic Maine governor transitioned? I don't know. She's an ugly woman. I know that. Extra bill. The Maine governor doesn't care. She's not using her money to... Wait a minute. Yeah, she's not using her money to sue Trump or the federal government. That's true. She should personally be responsible for all costs incurred. Yeah. And see, and I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah, she's going to use taxpayer funds to try and go after the federal government. I don't think it's going to work out the way she thinks it's going to. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Jason? Happy freedom to you. Hey, I appreciate you, Randy. What's up, Charlie? Happy freedom to you. Rigetti. Tarrio was snitching before he became a Proud Boy. We just recently found out, and he was disavowed from the club. How is he disavowed? But he was just given a press briefing earlier today. I don't know. It's a very controversial thing. System. Maybe Trump will be at least vice president next round. This should be possible to go with the Constitution. I don't know if he can be VP, but I think he can be Speaker of the House. We'll see how it goes. We won't know till we get there. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. Zero, she's making bad decisions, not listening to her constituents. Yeah. Yep. Well, and midterms is coming up, so we'll see how that plays out for her. We got like 12 months or something like that. No, we got longer than that. I can't. 21 months I think is what it is. 21 months until the midterms. What's up, Wanda E? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for letting me know, Russell. I'll be looking forward to it. You're awesome. Thank you. Jeb, Vance is your next president. There's a lot of people saying they're not going to vote for Vance. We'll see, because I wonder if Don Jr. or Eric is going to run. Not in the midterms, but obviously for the presidential election in 2028. That's far away, though. We might as well just enjoy the winning and not worry about who the next president's going to be. Like I said, we got a plethora of videos here from CPAC. This first one's titled Chainsaw-Wielding Musk Touts Wild Doge Revelations.
The issue that...
We're going to play a little bit of this, but we got another video with Elon over at CPAC. We might play this back to back, but we'll see. Hit the like button over on Rumble as well as over on the CommiTube, and let's get into this.
The issue that they're going to have is the cutting, and that's what Elon Musk has been doing with Doge. And he took the stage yesterday at CPAC with a chainsaw, demonstrating essentially what he's been doing to our federal government, getting rid of all the waste, fraud, and abuse. Here it is.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
So the guy on stage with him that's waving, that's the president of Argentina, and he gifted Elon that blinged out chainsaw that Elon was holding up, because both of them are known for cutting wasteful
Did in his
spending.
country.
Right. My problem with Milu is he's tight with China. And he's reaffirming things with China. But he also is friends with Elon Musk. And he said, here, take this chainsaw. And he made the most of it. And you see him getting the chainsaw handed to him in backstage. And he walks out there. But then he got serious. He says, look, I'm trying to do something really important. Watch.
People ask me, what's the most surprising thing that you've encountered when you go to D.C., when you're in D.C.? And I said, well, the most surprising thing is the scale of the expenditures, and actually how easy it is to, when you add caring and competence where it was absent before, you can actually save billions of dollars, sometimes in an hour.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
So anyways, Elon obviously was at CPAC yesterday, very theatrical. We got another video with Elon at CPAC where we can actually hear some of the things he's talking about. They were showing a little clip there, but the point of that video was the fact he was wielding a chainsaw that was gifted to him from the leader of Argentina, I think they said it was. This next video is titled, we're like, wait a second, Elon Musk discusses his shock auditing waste and fraud in the government. We're going to go ahead and play this video, and then we'll read through the chat afterwards.
Are you thinking about auditing the Federal Reserve as well, which is obviously
yeah, sure.
Regulates our economy? I imagine you think the waste has got to be everywhere.
Yeah, no, waste is pretty much everywhere. People ask, like, how can you find waste in D.C.? I'm like, look, it's like being in a room, and this target, the wall, the roofs, and the floor are all targets. So it's like you're gonna close your eyes and go shoot in any direction, because you can't miss, you know. So it's pretty wild. Like you just push on things a little bit and you save billions of dollars. Like just a little bit, you know. It's wild.
It's scary, isn't it?
That's why I say it really is underrated. If you add caring and competence, how much things improve.
Yeah.
And you know, and we just find so many totally crazy things, which, you know, we're sharing with the public. We post everything we learn. You know, just so you can see it. You know. What do you? And like, it's like, isn't it like it's totally wild? Like we just did like a check the database on Social Security. Like it says how many alive Americans eligible for Social Security are there? And according to the database, it's over 400 million. And we're like, wait a second.
And how many are getting?
How old are they again?
Yeah.
And then like we found like one person in there is like 360 years
360.
old. I'm like, what, did they know Ben
More than 100
Franklin or
years before the
something?
revolution.
I mean, you know, America didn't exist before at that time. Like, so
Yeah, we were colonies.
you know, maybe it's just me, but I think it's a red flag. I don't know.
But are there indications that there were checks going to those people or any of those people?
Well, yeah.
That's, I guess, the question, right? I mean, I get the Social Security Administration is dumb, but are they paying these people? Are they that dumb? I don't know.
A bunch of money is going out from the Social Security Administration, and in fact, from all entitlements programs.
$72 billion in waste in like 7 years. That's $10 billion a year.
Well, I think the
fraudulent payments.
The rough estimate from General Government Accountability Office is over $500 billion of fraud a year. $500 billion.
And how long at a time?
Per year.
Per year on Social Security?
No, on all
on all government.
On all entitlements.
All entitlements.
All
Okay,
entitlements. Yeah. It sort of actually makes sense when you look at the thing from a top level and say, like, okay, there's $7 trillion of spending by the government. What percentage do you think is fraudulent? Okay, exactly. Like a conservative estimate of the $7 trillion would be 10%. Conservative.
Probably a little higher than that, yeah.
Exactly.
Feels like a quarter out of every dollar, right?
But if the fraud's only 10% of $7 trillion, you've got $700 billion of fraud.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's like really easy to take advantage of the federal government. It's very easy. So.
Very easy. Look at COVID.
Yes.
Everybody got rich during COVID. I mean, look at all these scammers. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It looks like, in terms of the COVID payments, there was something like $200 billion of COVID payment fraud taken by fraudsters out of the country.
Out of the country, yeah.
That's like I think, listen, if there's going to be fraud, it should at least be domestic.
Yeah.
So, you know. But they managed to get $200 billion out of the country. I'm like, what? Didn't we notice that?
All right, Elon there at CPAC, stirring things up. He was speaking with Rob Schmidt for a while. I'm pretty sure that's the guy's name from Newsmax there who was interviewing him. Pretty good stuff. Next up, we got Steve Bannon mimicking Elon Musk's controversial salute at CPAC. The lefties haven't even got done bitching about Elon doing what they call the Hitler salute. Now Steve Bannon did it twice at CPAC. Now, I don't really think that's what he's doing, but that's what the left is saying, and there's a whole catalog over on YouTube News that is dedicated to this. They're basically telling all the news companies, go out there and cover this story about Steve Bannon doing the Hitler salute at CPAC, because they're all a bunch of Nazis over there. Goofiness. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Elon Musk. Russell, the president of Argentina, is great. I remember when he won the election, everybody was all excited about it, but I couldn't even tell you where Argentina is on a map, so I don't know a whole lot about it. Russell loving the fact that he's cutting fraud. Yeah, me too. It'll be interesting when they go into Fort Knox. That's what President Trump was saying yesterday during the dinner that we covered live, that he's going to go with Elon and them and go look at Fort Knox and see if the gold's actually there. I don't know what difference it's going to make, but I kind of feel like the gold is gone. Jay Spray, he wore the boss meme. I don't know what that is, but that's funny though. Tim Man got them kiss my ass shades on. I know, he's styling with his snowboarder glasses or whatever they are. Josh 1776, didn't he just rug pull a meme coin on his citizens? Who? Elon? Elon doesn't have a coin. Trump and Melania have a coin. I haven't heard anything about the coins since they came out. But I haven't heard anything. Elon's always been back in Dogecoin. What's up, Bannon user? Happy freedom to you. Friedrich Texan, how dare Elon try to save money? I know, that's what the left wakes up and says to themselves right when they open their eyes. sure you heard Elon got super rich during COVID. That's why he changed the subject. What did he do that made him rich during COVID? Jeb, I hope there's a little Social Security left for me when I'm old enough. I was just saying that yesterday. I've been told my whole life that by the time I'm 62, which I'm almost halfway there, I'm a little over halfway there. By the time I'm 62, there ain't going to be Social Security for me to collect on, which is bullshit because I'm paying into it. So why wouldn't I be able to collect from it? But now they're finding all this fraud. So I'm really hoping that that means that maybe I will be able to collect Social Security when I'm eligible. Jeb, Elon loves messing with people. Yeah, he loves trolling. I'm sure the lefties are all pissed off that he came out with a chainsaw. I'm sure they'll find a way to cry about it. Oh, Josh 1776, you're talking about the Argentina president? I don't know anything about him doing a crypto rug pull. That would be pretty outrageous. That's what happened to the Hawk Till girl. That's why you don't see her anymore. She came out with some meme coin. Everybody bought into it. Her and the other shareholders that had the majority of the coin, they all sold it off, took all the money and left, and then the coin failed. And now nobody's seen or heard from the Hawk Till girl. She went into hiding because people are trying to sue her. Zero backing Dogecoin and now the head of Doge planned. Well, yeah, they did that right in front of us. Elon's been backing Doge for years. And then when he was becoming a part of Trump's cabinet, they decided to rephrase an existing part of the government. They just rephrased it to be the Department of whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it is. Governing something or other. Government efficiency. That's what it is. Department of Government Efficiency. Doge. They did that because he's always backing Doge. He would just randomly put a post out saying Doge to the moon or something like that, and Dogecoin would just spike and just go right up. And so that's why I was saying before the inauguration that it would probably be a good idea to get into Doge, even though I can't get financial advice legally. I was considering getting into Doge because for the next 4 years, there's going to be all that publicity for Doge because of the Department of Government Efficiency is kind of like an ongoing commercial to go buy Dogecoin. And President Trump is the crypto president. That's what he was saying. He was the first president to make a crypto transaction that he did shortly before the inauguration. And so with these two things together, President Trump constantly bringing up crypto and Elon constantly talking about Doge, this is kind of an inevitable thing where the price of Doge is going to eventually go up. At least that's what I assume. And so, yeah, it's been that way for a while. Jay Sprayer, maybe she never planned on being famous. What do you mean? She was famous and taking advantage of it and started a podcast and created a meme coin and tricked everybody into buying it and then went into hiding. It seems like it seems very obvious and strategically done. I think she got duped. That's what I think it is. I think that her two friends or whoever they are that got with her to create this meme coin, they knew what they were doing. She's just some dumb girl that spits on that thing. And they did the rug pull in her name, basically, because they stuck her face, her bullshit, all like the Hawk Tuah coin or something stupid like that. And I think they duped her into basically being liable for a crime. That's what I think actually happened. I don't think she intentionally tried to screw over her followers. I think that the people she was teamed up with kind of did it to everybody. But she was the head of it, so it's, you know, it's her fault for not paying attention to who she's getting in bed with. Hair Juicer, Robin Hood fucked me out of $300K when the AMC stuff was happening. That's crazy, Hair Juicer. I remember when that was going on. I had Robin Hood, and they like froze it up for like a week or something and changed a bunch of stuff in the background. And while that was happening, you couldn't buy or sell anything related to it. What's up, Pager Dad? Happy freedom to you. Pager Dad, I've been paying into Social Security longer than you've been alive. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, Ghostly, I think you're right. Stoner, I just want 1 billion. I'm not greedy. I don't even want 1 billion. $1 million is all I'd need to make all the money I need for the rest of my life. That's the thing. I want $1 million so I can work more. I don't even want $1 million so I could be done working. I like working. I feel like it's the only purpose of life. But I wish I could be financially stable to where, my Subaru doesn't howl while it goes down the road, and Cat Daniels, he can eat Fancy Feast every day. That's all I'm trying to go for. Happy Freedom, Tony Brez. What's up, MurderCom? Happy Freedom. We played it a little while ago. Extra Bill J6er Enrique Tarrio has been released from jail after being wrongfully arrested by the Capitol Police an hour ago. Ex post from 4 p.m. Thank you for letting me know, Extra Bill. Garlic Press makes me want to take better care of myself so I can be drawing my social security when I'm 200. Yeah, that's, I'm considering it. What's up, Smelly? Happy Freedom to you. Jason, that girl is running a fundraiser now. Says she'll donate the money for, I don't know what that word is. Says they feels bad about all those who lost money. Maybe she's trying to avoid legal consequence. That's what that kind of sounds like. It's interesting. Corn Pop, she got duped. They used her face and icon to market it. She had no idea how that works. Yeah, that's exactly what I figured happened. She's not smart enough to make her own meme coin. I've looked into it. I was going to make a hooligan coin, and I even tested the waters, but you guys just aren't interested in that stuff, so I wasn't going to waste the time or money to put that shit together. But yeah, the average person I don't think knows how to do that stuff. What's up, Wayward? Happy Freedom to you. Russell, I still want a Ferrari. How much do you think insurance would be to insure a Ferrari? That's what I always think when I think of cars and stuff like that. I pay $165 a month just for my Subaru. I couldn't imagine trying to insure a Ferrari. It'd be like $1,200 a month or something like that. Or maybe it'd be really cheap. I hear it's really cheap to insure motorcycles because if you get in a car accident, you're probably going to die. So there's no point in paying big bucks for insurance. Now, every state's different. As far as I know, Michigan has the most expensive insurance in the country because we have the most expensive healthcare in the country. Our healthcare premiums are higher than any other state, and supposedly that's why our car insurance is so expensive. Jay Spray, don't get me wrong, I got my white privilege card, but the struggle is hard. I know what you're saying, Jay Spray. Here, Juicer made sure I got my white privilege card. I got a whole stack of them here just in case I lose one. Zero. Argentina crypto coin is called the Libra coin. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy Freedom to you. Listening through my Bluetooth sunglasses incognito mode. Holy, I wish I was cool as you, Electric Hammer. Dang, styling. I'm gonna have to get me some Bluetooth sunglasses. Tony Rez, liability only is cheap. See, even liability insurance for my Subaru was $100 a month. Now I got full coverage for $165 a month. Enter user Elon. Elon will stop at his 17th child. Could you imagine having 17 kids? I suppose it's different when you ain't got to take care of them, but that's a whole lot of baby making. Sure you heard of the oil change alone? Yeah, changing oil on a Ferrari is just a quick $600. Stoner. I wonder if they can cryogenically freeze me for 1,000 years and wake up with with like 940 years of Social Security. Maybe stoner, but you might wake up and all the dudes have removed their wiener and all kinds of other stuff, and I don't know. I've thought about that. I don't think I'd want to wake up in the future. I'd want to like age with it. That's why I think being a vampire is better than being cryogenically frozen, because then at least you can pick up what's being laid down over the years instead of just waking up lost. Electro hammer, $60 on Amazon. All right, let me just Google this really quick because I'm gonna have to put that on the wish list. You know, my birthday's coming up. Might need me some Bluetooth sunglasses. I'll add it to the wish list later today. I gotta look through them. What's up, Scout's dad? Happy freedom to you. Who thinks that Jack Dorsey is behind Bitcoin? I've always heard that it was Putin. That Putin was the one that put together Bitcoin, but I don't know. I don't know who's behind it. J-Spray, you pay $300 a month for PLPD for one vehicle? I pay more for my vehicle every year than I paid for it. Yeah. Well, that's basically what I do too. But why is it so much? Do you have tickets? I know if you get like traffic infractions, it can make your insurance more expensive. 10-man full coverage cost me $120 a month, maxed out, 27-year-old 4Runner. Damn, that's not bad, 10-man. Russell, changing oil on Ferrari's like $10K. They have to pull the engine. Oh crap! I know that, Russell. You'd be styling in your Ferrari. Scout's dad's an alias. Nobody knows who it is. Yeah. Wasn't there somebody that came out and said if you knew who was backing cryptocurrency, you wouldn't even purchase it? I remember that was going around, but I can't remember who said it. Patriot Dad, I dread putting my 18-year-old daughter on my car insurance. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a sticky situation. Shroomish, some Japanese guy is supposedly behind Bitcoin. See, I've heard that too. I don't know who the Japanese guy is, though. Scout's dad, Dorsey's a Fed. Definitely could be. I think all social media leaders, like creators and developers and stuff, I think they're all tied to the government. Like I said, it comes back to influence. If you have enough power to influence a large portion of America, the government seeks you out. Because I think there's always that worry that you could tell your viewers to turn on the government or to do something that would go against the government's agenda. And they don't want that. And they don't want it to come out of left field. So I feel like when you get enough influence, the government reaches out to you one way or another. I don't think they're nice about it either. I think they give you ultimatums and stuff like that. Murdercom, opposition is going to try and get him impeached for promoting a scam crypto. In his defense, the post on X wasn't up long because someone rug pulled early. You're talking about the leader of Argentina? Yeah, I have to look into that because I don't know anything about the leader of Argentina. I mean, I know that he was considered a conservative. Some people say he's the Trump of Argentina. Some were saying he was going to make Argentina great again and things like that. But I've only known about the whole coin situation for like 20 minutes now, so I need to look into it to figure it out. What's up, Ed? Happy freedom. Tactical Dragon, you want a McLaren? What kind of McLaren? I've heard that the McLarens aren't put together very well, that the interior is kind of shabby. Jason, asked my dad to buy me a car when I turned 16. He said, get the grades up and cut your hair. Got my grades up and said Jesus had long hair. He said, read a little further. He walked everywhere. Yeah, that's funny. Well, that, and they say that Jesus actually had short hair because of the way the times were. The Romans were around and everyone had short hair. And it also says in the Bible that women are to have long hair and men are to have long beards. And that if you go vice versa, that you are an abomination before the Lord. And so, I don't know. The only way that people think that Jesus had long hair is because of Michelangelo painting his gay cousin or brother and depicting him as if he was Jesus on the Catholic walls and all of that. So, yeah, I don't know. But that is funny, though. That's a funny story. Jesus walked everywhere. That's true. What's up, Abigail? Happy freedom to you. Only Bitcoin. There's no second best. You're either first or you're last. That's how it goes. Second place is the first to lose. Wayward, I pay $275 a year for 3 motorcycles. That's a deal, Wayward. You stay safe out there. I'd love to get a motorcycle, but I don't want to die on one. So that's the only reason I don't have one. Oh, Jay Spray. Yeah. Yeah. I know our insurance sucks here. $10 insurance premiums depend on your driving record in Tennessee. Yeah, there's a bunch of factors in our stuff. Scout's Dad, XRP is king. Why do you guys like XRP? I don't know a whole lot about XRP. I got crypto links, by the way. You guys want to hook me up with some crypto? You check that link tree. I got crypto wallets for all kinds of things. Where don't go fast and stay away from cars. Yeah, well, and that's the thing is, like, I don't want to go fast. I actually drive like an old man because I have a desire to live. I don't know why. Being alive is a miserable experience. But, yeah, it's other drivers. Everybody drives like shit but me. I don't know. I have yet to have anybody prove me wrong on that. And so, like I'm saying, I don't want to die on a motorcycle. The other thing is that I get edgy really fast. I could go from having a really good time to shooting in someone's driver window really fast. So it's like, I don't want those problems, you know. I am my own worst enemy, so I just keep my ass in the house. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, we got Steve Bannon. He got himself in some trouble. It's titled, Steve Bannon Mimics Elon Musk's Controversial Salute at CPAC. I don't think he was trying to do the Nazi salute. But, man, they are convinced of it. And I don't know. Soft lefties out here. Hit that like button if you got a like button, and let's get into this.
The hardest, toughest days are ahead, folks, but you know what? Riyadh, Berlin, Beijing, Moscow, the city of London, right here. This is not beatable. You can't, the only way we lose is if we quit. The only way we don't have victory if we surrender. The only way that they win is we retreat, and we're not going to retreat. We're not going to surrender. We're not going to quit. Fight, fight, fight. Amen. God bless you. You are amazing. You've honored every patriot in this country, every patriot grave. You've honored them through your agency. This is all you.
Like I said, he got himself in a little trouble there. It's all over the place. It is all over the place. And the comments are hilarious. We're going to read through the comments a little bit here. Let me see. Because the people are so stupid. I mean, just dumb as dog shit. Anyone still arguing that this is not fascism has lost. Fascism has come to the U.S. Let's see. What is wrong with Americans these days? Who did they elect into power? We don't want allies like this. All the living World War II vets are shedding a tear right now, and the deceased are rolling over in their graves. Crazy how we're all seeing this in real life, and no one's going to do anything till it's too late. And then when it happens, we're all going to say, how did it get this far? I mean, it goes on and on. It says, the Nazi salute followed by an amen. The future looks pretty damn dark, to be honest. No, come on, America. Is this really okay? I'm so pissed, disappointed. As a country, we cannot allow this. It's pretty blatant, fucking obvious now. Our country is an embarrassment to the world. That is more embarrassing to the world than Biden staggering and falling all over himself for 4 years. These people are lunatics. His hesitation, he was scared. They think that it's like some humiliation ritual. You got to go out there on CPAC and do the Nazi salute, or else you're kicked out of the Orange Man fan club. Like, these people are stupid. So stupid. We got a little bit of news coming up left. This is the last little bit. It's titled, Americans Trust Trump to End the Russia-Ukraine War. This is Caroline Leavitt. Now, obviously, this is an interview with Caroline Leavitt, and they talk about a plethora of topics. And I figured because we didn't have a press briefing today, why not hear from the press secretary herself during an interview, right? Like I said, plethora of topics coming up with Caroline Leavitt. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you're going to think about Steve Bannon there doing that old Nazi salute at CPAC. Musky Boss, he's a fat guy waving. I know, that's what I thought too. I don't want to mimic it. I keep worrying about it. I get that urge to do what he's doing, but I don't need to go that far. But, you know, I told you guys, my grandparents were in their 90s, right? And these are the people who raised me, and they're all dead now. They weren't so worried about how they waved at people, right? They might toss a wave like that. Just like, hey, buddy, I see you, right? You're just kind of throwing the hand out to them. Nope, Steve Bannon, he's an undercover Nazi. He did 3 Hitler salutes right there in front of God and everybody at CPAC. And the lefty or the right-wing extremists, right, they ate it up. They loved it. Those Trump supporters, those Republicans, they loved it. They did the salute back. So stupid. They're all bent out of shape. This is all TikTok is talking about. That video is obviously from YouTube, but it's all over the place. And the lefties just won't stand for it. So they'll sit down on their boyfriend's wiener, I guess. I don't know. Either way, reading through the chat. Tom, I would shit myself if I found out that Trump was in the back like, you better do it, like the Impractical Jokers, right? They have a gun to his head. They're like, you get out there and you salute those people right now. It's so stupid. Jay Spray at this point just Kanye it up. Yeah, well, and that's another funny thing is Kanye West has been losing his marbles on X for like 2 weeks now. He's selling swastika merch and all kinds of stuff. Russell, yeah, we are going to do the voice chat right after the live. And hopefully it goes better than last week because we did have an update 3 days ago or something like that. So the technical problems we were having last week, hopefully they're taken care of. Guess some, and that's why the tards should not be allowed to comment. Yeah, exactly. Zero. They'll see evil if they want to see it. He was waving and pointing. Yep. Tom, yeah, that was even less convincing than Elon's. Elon's was funny because he was right there. He was close to the mark. But I don't think Elon was actually trying to do a Nazi salute. I think he was throwing his heart to the crowd. That's what he was symbolizing. But people convinced themselves that he was out there, you know, doing the thing. And now they're like, yeah, Steve Bannon, he's out there. Why would he? He's out there just doing the salute for what? He wasn't like he was talking about world domination or anything even like that. He was talking about being patriotic. Keep doing a good job. Hitler salute. So stupid. It's so stupid. Matt Rogers looked like he waved at somebody to me. Yeah, well, and the other thing is that they're taking screenshots. They're taking screenshots of him doing that. So it's just a picture with his arms suspended in the air. And they're like, look what he did at CPAC. Oh my God. And they loved it. They loved it. And like, yeah, okay. Like we just got swastikas draped all over the CPAC and stuff. Stupid. Guess he was hailing a taxi. Yeah, that's what he was doing. What's up, Tiger Jaw? Happy freedom to you. Leftists have done the same thing with the hand wave salute. Yeah, yep. I know they're doing it all over the place now. And like I was reading the comments, these people are outraged at something that didn't even happen. It's like yesterday. What did we cover yesterday? People were marching in the streets because they were worried about Medicaid or Medicare being suspended or something. It's not even happening. That's not even a real thing. And they're out there protesting in the streets. Literally is not happening. I'm going to go out and start protesting about the purple sky, you know, or the fucking yellow grass. Can't stand the yellow grass. Tired of having eagles and pigs flying around. Like it's stupid. It's so stupid. I'm tired of Dr. Fauci being the president. Like, let's just go out there and get mad about shit that is not happening. It's just not happening. I don't know. I wish I had that much free time. For the Texans, sadly, even tards can comment. It's called free speech. Yeah, I think it's entertaining. Ghostly, yeah, eagles fly around, but they don't fly around with pigs. System, the real Nazis nowadays are Antifa's calling all Nazis. That does not fit their narrative. It's upside down. Yeah, it is. Well, what they don't realize, and I've been saying this for years, is they're going to make more people do it. So they say, okay, Steve Bannon did the Nazi salute. And you go, oh my God, he did? And they go, yeah, you should go see it. Well, then you see it, and then you go, that's not a Nazi salute. And the other person's like, yeah, he did, because he's a fascist. And then you laugh, because it's ridiculous. And then you start doing it, because you want to make fun of those stupid people. Now both of you are doing the Nazi salute. And that's what happens with this. You call everybody a Nazi, they start acting like a Nazi because it's funny. And now everybody walks like a duck, talks like a duck. Next thing you know, people are being Nazis. And they don't realize it because they're doing it satirically. I don't know. The world's full of nut people. There's a bunch of nuts. Guess everybody that hails a cab is a Nazi. I guess. Where do you pick up your SS badge at? Zero, don't eat the yellow snow, though. But what if that's your favorite kind? This is what they put R. Kelly in prison for. You know what's funny? Guess something you just reminded me. I came across a cat video on TikTok. And there was two boy cats, and they got caught cuddling in the bathtub. Right? So they moved the shower curtain, and these two boy cats got them to start scrambling. But for a moment there, they were caught on camera cuddling in 4K. Grindr was the first comment in the comment section saying, "You leave those boys alone." I was like, man, guess someone would love this. I should have screenshotted it so I could have sent it to you. Send it right to the admin. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom to you. Tony Rez, pigs do fly. They usually take 2 seats, though. Yeah, and they're always wearing a mask. I don't ever get that. What's up, Salty Senior? Happy freedom to you. Jeb, I heard the yellow snow is lemon flavored. You only eat it if she's pretty. It's terrible. That is terrible. Modrina, Dems are delusional. Yeah, and what's interesting is it's all an act. It's all an act. Anytime it's time to act right, all of a sudden their brain functions. So like people are always saying about how they're, mentally messed up. I don't know. I think it's more manipulative than that. Like they're LARPing, but they want to stay in character as long as possible. It's not that they got something wrong with them that causes them to bark like a dog. They know they're not supposed to bark like a dog. But because they get attention and we let them do it, they'll continue to do it. I don't know. It's just the way they are. That's why we need accountability. It's the only thing that's been missing. What's up, Silver Wolf? Happy freedom to you. He was released from jail. He went to jail for smacking a phone out of somebody's hand, but apparently the charges have been dropped. Or at least that's what we're hearing. What's up, Gary? Happy freedom to you. Ed. Biden crapping himself in the Vatican in the limo. Yeah, no, that wasn't embarrassing, but Steve Bannon at CPAC waving to the crowd is an embarrassment for our country. Wayward, it's a great way to go viral. I'd do it right on stage and get them talking. Yeah, Wayward, I suppose that's true. I got really bad luck. If I went on stage and did something like that, instead of going viral, becoming famous, and having enough money to feed my giant cat, instead somebody would just shoot me in the head in the alleyway and nobody would discover my body for a week. Yeah. Anyways, we'll go ahead and move on to this next video. Like I said, it's titled, Americans Trust Trump to End the Russia-Ukraine War, says Caroline Leavitt. Now, they're going to talk about a plethora of topics here. And like I said before, we didn't get a press briefing today, so why not cover an interview with the press secretary herself? Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
When it comes to some of these firings that we've seen at federal agencies in an effort to get rid of the bureaucrats, people who've been there forever and aren't actually necessary, there's been some concern specifically at the Federal Aviation Administration. You know, Caroline, we cover, unfortunately, a number of plane crashes. And it's not like it hasn't happened in previous administrations, but the frequency that we've seen, and of course, when everyone's got a camera on their phone, they can record it. And you just have this concern potentially about flying and landing safely. Can the Trump administration ensure that despite these firings that we're seeing at the FAA, people will be safe when flying?
Yes, absolutely. And it's a very important question, and it's an important issue that this administration is taking very seriously. Secretary Duffy has been incredibly transparent about the FAA and the Department of Transportation's efforts to increase aviation safety in this country. And I want to correct the record because not a single air traffic controller has lost their job. In fact, FAA is actively hiring new air traffic controllers to join that growing field, and we are hiring those individuals based on merit and skill, not based on their skin color or their sexual preference like the previous administration was prioritizing. And so Secretary Duffy is wholeheartedly committed to hiring the best and brightest at the FAA, but he's also focused on updating the archaic systems that run our aviation industry in this country and that air traffic controllers have been forced to use. It's time for the United States government to have the best and most efficient technology, and that's something Secretary Duffy and the Department of Transportation is working very hard on. And I couldn't think of a more important industry to do that, like the aviation industry, which is responsible for millions of lives every single day when Americans are flying across our country. So again, this is an issue the administration is taking seriously, unlike the previous administration where Secretary Buttigieg sat on his hands and did nothing to improve aviation safety in the last 4 years.
I'd like to pivot to Ukraine if I can with you, Caroline. The president has been taking Ukraine to task this week, including an instance where he appeared to suggest Zelensky is not upholding democracy in Ukraine. We have that soundbite if you can take a listen.
He refuses to have elections, is low in the real Ukrainian polls. I mean, how can you be high with every city is being demolished? It's hard to be high. Somebody said, oh, no, his polls are good. Give me a break. A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left. Got to move fast.
So it does appear, as when you monitor the president's rhetoric towards President Zelensky, that there is somewhat of a shift, more pressure towards Zelensky. So my question is, how is he feeling about President Zelensky in this moment, moving forward to end this war with Russia? And also, who does the president believe started this war with Russia and Ukraine?
Well, everything I just heard President Trump say in that soundbite is the truth. Ukraine has not held elections in the past few years. Zelensky did implement martial law on the Ukrainian people. Those are facts. And the president has increased this pressure campaign because why? He wants to make a deal for peace. He wants to stop the killing in this war. It has been going on for years. And the American taxpayers have been funding this war. If it were not for the American taxpayer, Zelensky wouldn't have a country anymore. And so the president is frustrated with Zelensky's comments this past week and his lack of acknowledgement of the support that the American taxpayer has given to this effort. With that said, the president and this administration are incredibly committed, wholeheartedly committed to securing a deal. That's why the president has had direct dialogue with both Zelensky numerous times since he won the election on November 5th, and he's also spoken directly to Putin. You have to talk to both sides in order to come up with a solution. President Trump believes in dialogue and tough diplomacy, and we saw it work in his first term. He was the president, don't forget, that Putin did not invade Ukraine or anywhere under President Trump, although he did under Barack Obama and Joe Biden, and he did again under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So President Trump knows what he's doing. The American people trust him to end this war, and that's why they reelected him on November 5th.
Information. Caroline Leavitt killing it, as she does. Maybe we'll get an actual press briefing on Monday. We will see. Either way, that is the last little bit of the news we have for the day. Next up, we got our fun stuff. We will be opening today's door from our advent calendar that Josh1776 sent us. Then we'll be getting into our funny videos of the day. Our first one's titled Overseas in Connecticut. And then our official funny video of the day, who was sent to us by James, is titled Get 'em Cash. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Caroline Leavitt. Russell, I love Leavitt. I know, she's a badass. It's hard to believe that she's so young. She's the youngest press secretary ever. I think she's 27, or I think she was 27 when she started. Maybe she's 28. Let me see. Let me take a gander really quick. When's her birthday? She's born in 97 in August. If you hooligans want to get her something for her birthday, it's August 24th. I don't know where you got to send it, though. Let's go knock on the White House. I'm sure that'll go fine. 27 years old until August. What's that, Russell? What are you talking about? No backdoor. That's for Sat. We ain't doing backdoor stuff on Saturday, Russell. I'm not sure what you're describing there. We don't do that stuff on the website. Don't sign up for the website if you want to do backdoor stuff. We don't actually do that. Jay Spray Zelensky is the problem. I agree. Once it looked like peace talks were happening, he started throwing a temper tantrum because he doesn't want the checks to end. Zero, well, he's high because he's a tweaker. Yeah. Yep. Jay Spray, can't remember what state it was, but they just passed a law where it's illegal for a man to ejaculate without intentions of pregnancy. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, Jay Spray. How are they going to catch you? The Fed boy is watching you through your camera. That's what it is. That's what it is. Thank you so much, Silver Wolf, for that $20 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate you, Silver Wolf. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. You're a badass. Says, keep up the good work. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, Silver Wolf. Thank you. Enter user Caroline was at CPAC today. That's awesome. Did she speak? I imagine she probably got on stage and spoke a little bit. Seems like America loves Caroline Leavitt. Slide out, they catch you sticky-handed? Maybe that's how they bust you. It's hard to say. I don't know. I kind of want to Google it, but at the same time, what do I even ask Google? What state doesn't let you choke the chicken? What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Jack? Happy freedom to you. Salty Senior, mainstream media has gone off the deep end of insanity lately. Yeah. Well, they don't want to cover all the winning. Good news doesn't make money. It's only bad news. Enter user, she was interviewed on stage. That's awesome. Weird, I didn't see any clips for that when I was looking for stuff. Maybe I can find a clip of it for tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Free Speech Saturday, so that means there will be no YouTube, no Twitch tomorrow. We'll be live on Kick, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, as well as X. So keep that in mind. But I think President Trump is supposed to be speaking tomorrow at CPAC, and I have intentions of covering it. I'm not sure what time he's going to be speaking, but hopefully we'll have some sort of schedule tomorrow to figure out when he is going to be speaking. Potentially, Johnny. I mean, I don't know a lot about Ukraine, but I mean, you're welcome to air your opinions if you would like. I'm throwing my chapstick over here. What's up, Rhyme Time? Happy freedom to you. Vinny C. Caroline's husband is 60 years old. Interesting. I did not know that. I know that she just crapped out a kid. I didn't know the daddy was 60 years old, though. That's something else. She needs a daddy figure in her life. What's up, Yukon Man? Happy freedom. What's up, Sage Pup? If I can get you already. Wayward, it's Ohio? No, it ain't. Here, Juicer. Jerking it just got funner. It's now illegal. That's right, here, Juicer. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Tommy beat me to it with the Beavis and Butthead post. We're all on the same page here. That is so funny. Zero. So no O in Ohio? I'm not sure. We got a J Spray. It is Ohio? Holy crap. Don't be jerking it in Ohio or they'll get you. They're going to lock you up like a J6er. They're going to catch you sticky-handed. Enter user Trump. Speaking time's not released yet. Yeah, that's what I figured. Jack, how would that law work when judges are not gynecologists? It's Ohio, so, you know, they just do whatever they want over there. I don't know. What's up, Fresca Bean? Happy freedom to you. Interesting, Johnny. Johnny says, I'm an American fighting here. I think pulling aid will actually be helpful. The combat restrictions the U.S. has on us have made winning impossible. Without the restrictions, even with the lack of support, we can do better. I think you'd be surprised at how many Americans are here. It's interesting. I wish Zelensky would play ball with President Trump, and then there wouldn't be no worries about winning the war. You would just be done. Vinny see a sugar daddy? Maybe that is what Caroline Leavitt's into. I'm going to have to get prettier because that might be the way to wealth for me. I'm going to have to get me a sugar mama. Wayward, you live in Ohio? Don't be caught jerking it. Mug shots are going to be rough. I don't even know what to think about that. How'd they even think that up? They're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pass a law. We catch men jerking it. They're going to prison. Like, how you catch them? You staring in the windows? Like, come on, man. Anyways, we're going to get into the fun stuff here. Like I said, we're going to open today's door of the Advent calendar. Then we're going to get into our funny videos of the day. Now, before we do, I want to remind you hooligans really quick. If you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the Linktree link in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to open today's door from the Advent calendar that Josh1776 sent us. Today is day 10. Let's see what we get. Ooh. What is this? Holy crap, is Jack all dressed up? Look at that. That's neat as shit. Thank you, Josh1776. I appreciate you. Holy, we got all kinds of cool stuff out of this. Best advent calendar yet. Like I said, we're going to be getting into these funny videos. Let me get this stuff pulled up really quick here. Ah, yes, I remember. I remember now. Okay. So this first one is a little bit long, but it's a good one. This is titled Overseas in Connecticut.
You know, over there, where he's at now.
Where is that?
In Connecticut, overseas.
Okay. Over.
Where he's at now.
Where is that?
In Connecticut, overseas.
Okay. Overseas in Connecticut.
That's what he said he went to Connecticut.
Okay.
Look at the cop's face.
I was like, okay, we can try. Where he's at now.
Where is that?
In Connecticut, overseas.
Okay. Overseas in Connecticut.
That's what he said he went to Connecticut.
Okay.
Personally, I was like, okay, we can try to make this work
Mm-hmm.
in Connecticut, overseas.
Okay. Overseas in Connecticut.
That's what he said he went to Connecticut.
Okay.
Personally, I was like, okay, we can try to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
Then after I thought about it, I was like, I don't want to do a long
How long have you guys been trying this like
Let's
that?
say 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
And like, you know, it's after a while.
I don't know if she's the victim or not, but obviously Connecticut's not overseas. Holy. The cops can't even hold back laughing at her. It's too good. This is our official funny video of the day. I've been waiting all day to show you guys this. This was sent in by James, and this is titled Get 'em Cash. Can't happen fast enough. Get 'em, Cash. All right, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link in all of the chats for you guys. And we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Klaus Daniels actually showed up to work today. Guess I'll feed him. Alright, hooligans, there's a Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You'll also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is full of games that are a ton of fun. And you'll also have access to our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. Plus today we're going to be doing the voice chat right after the live, so definitely go get yourself a membership over on the website. I lost my train of thought. Either way, jeffmaclive.com is the home of the hooligans, so definitely go get yourself a membership. We're going to read through really quick, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next, and then we're going to be wrapping this up. I'll check it out here, Juicer. I'm trying to think. I think there was a video I came across that I was going to show you guys during the voice chat tonight. I'll have to see if I can find it. Zero, they had to leave the room. I know, they're just laughing at her. I can't tell if she's lying to them because she's in trouble or if she's just really stupid and whoever they're interviewing her about lied to her and she's just not smart enough to realize it. One or the other, but the cops, they couldn't even look at her. 10 man, fuck she talking about? She has no idea. Russell, she needs to learn geography before lying. Yeah. I mean, I'm terrible at geography, but I know Connecticut's not overseas. Thank you, Sage Pup. I appreciate you being here with us. Jag, make deportations trendy again. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Rappy. I appreciate you being here. Jack, she doesn't seem smart enough to be the perp. That's why I think that she's probably not the person going to jail. Mike T, lack of evidence. Mm-hmm. Happy freedom, Mike T. Tony Rez, what's next? Sodomy? I thought this was America. You know what's funny is it's actually sodomy is illegal in Michigan and they're trying to fix it because of apparently it's a really old law that if you have a little butt sex in Michigan, it's like a felony or something like that. And it comes up in the news all the time about how they're going to try and do away with that law because it just doesn't make sense. But they haven't yet. So I don't know if they're still arresting people on it, but yeah. Thank you, Zeus Boot. I appreciate you being here with us. Thank you, Rich. Lisa, hey, I volunteered to be the jerkin' it czar. Do I get to take pics? Whatever you want, Lisa. We're electing you. Since you volunteered, we're electing you. I don't know if you got to be stationed in Ohio, though. That's, that's kind of rough. We'll see. We'll see. We'll let you take pics. Hey, thank you for being here, Mordrina. Thank you, Cinderella. Happy Freedom, Lenny. Thank you for being here with us. What's up, Dirtbike Freedom? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Sean? Yukon Man, yeah. Those things are awesome. I'm not going to say it out loud because I think it gets my videos flagged, but yeah. Here, Juice, I can't read that out loud, but yeah, straight to jail. Yep. Good dang it. Throw in my chapstick. Matt, it sounded to me like she might be dating someone lying about being in the military. Yeah, that's what it kind of sounded like to me, too. I just wonder, like, what were they interviewing her for? And I can't believe they let her graduate high school without knowing Connecticut's a part of the U.S. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy Freedom to you. Tony Rez, those gay frogs in Michigan better watch out. Mm-hmm. Get hit with a felony. All right, hooligans. It looks like we're good to go. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance really quick, and we'll be wrapping things up. All right, hooligans, it's that time again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's get these beats rolling. We're going to read through one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we are going to be wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. But But it is Free Speech Saturday, so that means that we're not going to be live on YouTube and we are not going to be live on Twitch because their community guidelines suck ass and we ain't got time to be catching strikes and account suspensions and shit on Saturdays. So use that Linktree link in the description. At the top of the list is all the places we go live. So when we kick it off tomorrow and you get that notification and you see we are not live on YouTube or Twitch, grab that Linktree link and go to a better platform to be a part of Coffee with Hooligans. We're going to read through one last time and we're wrapping her up. Hey, I appreciate you, Too Old to Care. Thank you for being with us. You're awesome, Salty Senior. Thank you. What's up, QAnon? Happy freedom to you. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Appreciate you, Tony Rich. Thank you, Rich. What's up, Bruce? Happy freedom. All right, hooligans. I think we're good to go. Like I just said, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, we will be live again with Coffee with Hooligans. But it's Free Speech Saturday. No YouTube, no Twitch. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern time for Coffee with Hooligans, and we'll be live on all the platforms. Plus, we'll be looking for Caroline Leavitt for press briefings or any White House lives there is to cover. Maybe President Trump will send some more EOs. I don't know. I wonder what he signed today. He signed executive orders today at 3, but nobody went live. So who knows? Who knows what he did? Maybe we'll figure out tomorrow. So make sure you find your way back to us 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow for Free Speech Saturdays, Coffee with Hooligans. Thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out with me and Klaus Daniels, covering the news, having some laughs and whatnot. I appreciate all of you guys. Go enjoy your night, unless you're coming to hang out with us on the website where we're going to be laughing our asses off. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. And I think that's it. I think that's everything. Go have a fantastic time. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.